everyone, it's Lauren. So in my May goals and resolutions video, I touched on over-exercising and how I had like a little experience with over-exercising. So I just wanted to go into detail about exactly what happened and why this is something really important for you guys to know. So first I'll just start off by telling you guys what exactly happened. So I obligated myself, I think, to 5 or 6 times a week going to the gym, and I went to the gym, I want to say 40 days in a row without missing one day. I worked out for about an hour and a half, and I worked out hard. You know, I did about 45 minutes of straight running, or I would do like 30 minutes of interval training, which is really hard. And you know, I felt motivated, but part of me feels like I started doing it after a while because I was afraid that like if I missed one day at the gym, then I was gonna like gain 5 pounds, or like, you know, that it was just gonna set me back so much. So as time went on, it just started feeling more and more like an obligation, and it wasn't fun anymore. And I usually have a really good time at the gym, so it was starting to become like kind of weird, and I didn't like the way it started to feel. My period was supposed to come, and it didn't come for like 3 weeks after it was supposed to. And ever since I got my period when I was 12, my period has been consistent, and it's never been weird. It's never like, you know, anything. So this is the first time ever that my period was really weird. About 3 weeks, or maybe like 2.5 weeks after my period was supposed to come, it came. And let me tell you, I had probably the worst period I've ever had. I have bad periods. I've always had bad cramps. I've always had long periods, heavy periods, but this one was way worse. I mean, like the cramps would not go away no matter what I did. They were really, really intense. They really, really hurt. And so what was my remedy? I said, oh, let me get on the treadmill and try to exercise, because people say that exercise helps when you're on your period, but it made it just worse. It made it even worse. And my period was just really, really, really bad. I went to the doctor about it, and you know, I was telling them about, like, you know, how I had been exercising and everything, and they were like, you know what, it's probably due to the over-exercising. Now what over-exercising is when you basically center your life around exercising. Like, you schedule things around exercising. It's just like a person who has an eating disorder, how they literally schedule their life around eating, and it's like that's all that matters. That's what exercising was becoming for me. It was obsessive, it was compulsive, it was, you know, just like I had to do it. I was becoming like addicted in a way, and it wasn't healthy. It wasn't like I enjoyed it. After a while, you know, I would be there just huffing and puffing and, you know, really not enjoying myself. And, you know, later on I found out, you know, I was really hurting myself very badly. I found myself like not wanting to hang out with people, not wanting to be places where I had to be, trying to get out of things just so I could go to the gym. And that's really, really unhealthy. If you find that you are doing that, if you find that with anything that you're doing, whether it be weight loss or, you know, whatever you might be doing, your hair, if your life becomes centered around this thing, then that's cause for concern, and you need to get out. You need to change what's going on there. At the end of March, I joined Weight Watchers, and I had lost more in the first week of Weight Watchers than I did all of that time that I was, you know, running around trying to be in the gym every single second. There are other things that work, and you can't be obsessive about what you're doing no matter what. You're fine the way that you are. You just have to give it time, give it patience, and don't overwork yourself. Now, the other really dangerous thing about over-exercising, and you know, it's something that I noticed, but then I looked online, and it's actually a fact. Once you over-exercise, once you stop, like, because like I stopped suddenly, like I just stopped exercising for a few weeks because I was just like, oh my god, that was really just a horrible experience, my period, and I was over-exercising, and I felt tired, I felt fatigued, I felt weak and everything. So like your body goes through like withdrawal, and you kind of get into like a depression once you stop exercising suddenly. You become like resistant towards exercising, and like you don't want to exercise anymore. Like that's what happened to me. Like I like did not want to exercise. Like I was like, no, like it was just the whole idea just really turned me off, and I became really kind of depressed. Like for 1 week I was like eating like a whole lot or whatever, and once I like stopped and kind of took a breath and was like, okay, what am I doing here? I realized like it's just not that serious. Losing weight is not that serious. It's not the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fine. I'm in a healthy weight range. Like, you know, I'm fine, you know, but for some reason, like I just got so worked up into it, and it was just really, really unhealthy. When it comes to exercise, do it in moderation. Do not overwork yourself. Do not be like, oh my god, I need to work out every day. Don't even obligate yourself, you know. And I mean, I still have my goals as far as working out, you know. I still want to work out often or whatever, but don't make it your life. Don't say, oh my god, I didn't go to the gym today, that means I'm gonna get fat, that means I'm gonna get love handled. And I mean, I know to some of you this might sound crazy, but you know, to some people this is how it is. You know, when you've struggled with weight your entire life, and you know, you've been bullied about it, and you've gone through a lot concerning your weight and your image, these are the type of things that go through your head sometimes, and it's easy to get worked up about it. And that's what I've been through. You know, I've been through being made fun of and bullied and all that stuff. I'll tell you guys that in another video, I guess. It's really necessary to just make sure that you watch it and exercise healthy. Make sure that you're on a healthy exercising regimen and that you're not like overdoing it, because it's just so, like, it was a really horrible experience. I felt it physically, I felt it emotionally, I felt it mentally, and it was just a really horrible experience. And I just don't want you guys, I don't want anyone ever in the world to go through what I went through with that. It was just a really weird time, you know. So don't over exercise, guys. Make sure that you're always having fun. If you don't have fun anymore, then just stop or just change it up, do something, but don't keep going just because you want to look a certain way, okay? So that's it for today, guys, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions for me at all, leave them down below. Alright guys, bye!